RFK is really not good at this.
Do these high grocery prices make it easier or harder for families to eat fresh, healthy foods?
I would say that beef has dropped by 1% in the last quarter.
And look, beef prices are up 20%. Banana prices are up nearly 7% since President Trump took office. Cheese prices are up 6%. So again, when groceries get more expensive, easier or harder for families to afford the very healthy foods that you want them to eat?
Well, there's only, you can eat beef, you can eat poultry, you can eat fish, and the price of beef is dictated by the size of the herd. The herd dropped the lowest.
Look, you're not answering, but obviously, if the food is
You're
more
blaming
expensive,
President Trump for something that he didn't do.
Well, let's take a look at this image. Did you post this image in 2024 about grocery prices being too high?
I don't recall.
Well, you did post it. That's your handle up there, and and I agree that grocery prices were too high in 2024, but under President Trump they have skyrocketed even further. So now let's go to an updated version of this post. Will you post this? The most expensive vehicle?
No, because President Trump actually brought down grocery costs for most of his term. I think there's been a raise recently in the price of everything.
Look, families are facing historic prices at the register. You don't need to be a Secretary of Health and Human Services to know that. You don't need to be a United States Senator to know that. The people in New Hampshire, the people across this country know that because they go to grocery stores today. And the fact that you either don't know it or you don't want to admit it just shows how out of touch you and the Trump administration.
Like I said, he's really not good at this. I mean, really. Do higher grocery prices make it harder or easier for people to buy healthy food? Well, beef is down 1% in the last quarter. That wasn't the question. Do high grocery prices make it easier or harder for people to buy healthy and eat healthy foods? Well, you're trying to blame the president for something he didn't do, like you did to Joe Biden. You didn't like the price of groceries when Joe Biden was in office. None of us did. Now they're even higher. But you can't bring yourself to say that. You can't bring yourself to say, yeah, high grocery prices do make it difficult for people in this country to be able to eat healthy foods. Because you know exactly what's going to happen. The maniacal madman at the helm, the guy who you can never say anything wrong about lest you be jettisoned from the administration, would fire you in a fucking nanosecond. He wouldn't even give you the courtesy of a phone call. He'd do it on Truth Social, and you know it, which makes you a coward piece of shit, unfit to serve.